In one sense, you flip the question and it looks much easier. Can television make you a worse person?
Oh, of course. Are you kidding? Oh, it's doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, television is excellent at making people worse. Most things that are on television, if you watch them, will make you a worse person, I think. I believe that. I would say 80%, call it 80 to 90% of things that are on television, just the act of watching them will make you worse. I'm not kidding. Television is a terrible thing. It's a very powerful weapon, and much of the business of television, to your point, is aimed solely at a sort of financial transaction. If I can do something that will make people watch this more, then I can raise the ad rate at which I sell ads, and I will make more money as a television producer. What a bad incentive system that is. I believe that where you come from, I'm assuming based on your accent, your system of
South Bend.
South Bend, Indiana. I guess I was touche. I was wrong. No, the system of news, for example, in other countries, the news media largely is state-supported, which means it's government-supported, which means it is taxpayer-supported, and it is essentially non-profit, much of it. Some of it isn't, but most of it is. Can you imagine the difference in news coverage in this country if it were a non-profit industry? I mean, so much of every news channel on every side of the aisle in every direction is sensationalized in order to make money. And that's terrible. The whole point of the news media is it is supposed to just present, it's supposed to look around and say, here's what's happening, and present it to you straightforwardly for information, not for money. And the number of individual times that I have watched any number of different news stations in this country and seen something that was purely, obviously gained or aimed at profiteering, it's constant, it's wall to wall, and that's a terrible situation, I think. That's a very dire situation for a republic and for a democracy to have news be weaponized for money. So yes, television is better at nothing more than making people bad. It's excellent at it, and it's a huge problem. And it's not exaggerating to say that the shows that I've done have attempted in some way to be a tiny, largely ineffective countermeasure to the idea that this thing that I believe in as an art form and as a public service, it's been corrupted, and it's not even been corrupted. To say it's corrupted means it's not being used for its intended purpose. It is. It was intended to make money, so it hasn't been corrupted. It's just been weaponized, and I have tried my whole career to aim at the opposite outcome. I don't know to what extent I've been successful, and I'm not alone. There's a lot of people who feel that way and would say that it's important that there be people who are making television that is intended to do good instead of evil.
But your record shows that you can do that and make money.
Well, thank you, yes.